So far it's been a hell of a day. We've been, I've come up to meet David here up at, where do you live?
In the Midlands.
In the Midlands, yeah, up from Devon. Yesterday was a complete nightmare. But I come up on my old FLHS, 1993. Had a bit of a breakdown on the way, but I got that sorted, was set up, and we've been out.
David as per usual.
David rides a bit more of a modern machine. Tell us about your
got a street light, Milwaukee 8 that you love as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
And, we're doing a few miles.
Yeah. So we've had a good ride this morning, good breakfast out. So we're going to be covering the Bagger Racing Roundup on this podcast. So.
Well, at Uppingham Harley-Davidson dealer, having a nice time.
Yeah, they've got a hog day here, so they've got a bunch of stalls, bikes, people dancing in glitter ball helmets, and all sorts of crazy stuff. They got some real nice bikes on sale. They got some nice clothes, some really good deals, and we've just come along, had a good ride out.
We came with the wallet half empty, and we're leaving empty, absolutely empty.
We've both ended up buying our wives leather jackets, which they both look very good in.
Really good deals.
Yeah, some really good deals.
So we came yesterday, but yesterday wasn't enough, so we're coming back today.
Yeah. So
second round.
Second round.
Like the races.
Yeah, exactly. Like the races.
Round. We're gonna do this podcast to make a bit of focus on this.
Race. Bagger racing is exploding globally at the moment, and we just want to bring our own unique perspective to bagger racing and what we like about it. So this podcast is all about. It's going to be covering the bagger racing, both
the European and the American one.
Yeah, King of the Baggers.
Yeah. Is that the one that Harley and Indian in competition?
Yeah.
Because the other one is like a monomarca.
Yeah.
This is a Spanish. It's a Spanglish Spanners. So we also use the Spanish words here as well.
Occasionally, yeah.
So when it's only the European one, it looks like it's only Harleys.
Just Harleys,
so,
yeah.
Do you think that makes it as exciting as the American one? Because in the American there is that competition and that fighting feeling between the two brands that has been historical.
Yes, but back in the day when Harley and Indian started, they were on the board track, so they were just boards. They were called motor drones. But they nicknamed them murder drones because they were banked board tracks, and they'd be going around here with hardly any brakes, no suspension, and they would be going up to 100 mile an hour. You know, by 2000, I said this last time, didn't I? By 1914, they was up to 100 mile an hour.
Few centuries back.
yeah, a long time ago. On things that weren't much bigger, much more developed than a bicycle, really. But so it must have felt really fast. And they just had leather hats on, woolen jumpers,
and big balls.
Yeah. So it's like you were saying about like you enjoy riding with just your top, your t-shirt, and it's freedom.
It's the feeling of freedom.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know why it feels like you go faster.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that protection, and maybe inconscientemente, your brain thinks that you go faster because you have the protection. So it's like if you crash, you just
exactly. I find you wear your open face helmet. I know you do all the time, but I wear my open face helmet. I definitely ride steadier, but I just enjoy that sense of freedom. You know,
I can't ride with the. Well, that's not true. I ride with the full helmet.
Like the way it makes your beard feel.
Visor down. With my other motorbike that you don't like so much.
Oh yeah, metric. Yeah, a BMW. Tamapa call it a BMW.
And just when it's too cold or it's raining.
The European one is the Bagger World Cup, which is out this year, and it's on the back of the MotoGP.
Are they the same kind of bikes? The Harleys that they are riding in Europe and the Harleys that they are riding in America, do they perform the same, or do you think that there is some different specifications on them?
Well, there's different specifications with the Indian and the Harley. So the Harley is
between them, between the Harleys?
Yeah, the Harleys are the same. So for the Bagger World Cup, you're allowed to use either any large Harley platform. It's a street glide or the road glide is pretty much the two platforms. But they everybody favours the sharp nose for the aerodynamics.
Yeah.
But basically they've trumped it up a little
with asteroids.
Yeah.
Even so, is it still a twin?
V-twin,
is
45 degree angle. Yeah. Whereas
So it doesn't lose the essence.
it doesn't lose the essence, and this is what I love about Harley is the essence, keeping the essence. Like,
what about the chassis?
the chassis is the same. It's a steel chassis. Yeah, this is why you see the Harleys, wiggling a lot around the track,
which is nice,
especially earlier on in this season. You saw last season, Carl Wyman absolutely nailed it last season. He literally relaxed halfway through the season and was just coming in sixth just to finish the race because he had so many points at the beginning. Yet this year, Indian has won nearly every race. They've just come out and they have
not this last one.
Not this last one.
Okay.
Not this last one. No.
It was in Laguna Seca, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was Laguna Seca.
Yeah. So Harley have won this last race, and before then they've come out this year, and Indian have just been so linear and smooth. You can just see they've come out and they've just so smooth. But Indian really should win hands down all the time. Not that I like Indian, right? I absolutely Tamapakula for Indian.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Don't get offended, people with Indian.
Yeah. But the Indians have a water-cooled engine with overhead valves.
Yeah.
Much more modern platform. They have a much more modern.
So Harley is riding in inferiority.
Yes.
Okay.
So Harley have got their old 45-degree Pushrod V-twin, and Indian have a water-cooled overhead cam. It's slightly smaller cc, but it revs higher. So Harley's got the advantage of they've got that low-end grunt to like come out them corners fast.
I was asking you about the difference on the bikes. If it was the same Harleys riding in America and the same Harleys riding in...
it is the same. And the rules...
Now, under your opinion, or which one of these two competitions
is my favorite?
Is your favorite, yeah.
King of the Baggers, which is Harley against Indian.
Yeah, because it's a fight.
It's a fight.
Were there more like a street bike, like a bike that you could buy in a dealer?
Yes, yeah.
And then just modify a few things.
They're more like a bicycle with an engine.
Okay. Well, but, I mean, the new ones.
Yeah.
So the competition has evolucionado so much that probably is taking again. I'm sorry to be a bit controversial on that, but
no, it's good.
It's taking the soul.
Yeah.
Also on the area, so it's not these bikes. You cannot buy here. You
can.
Well,
this year, the 2006.
Is it 100 grand?
It is over 100 grand. Okay. 2026, you can buy a race replica, but they need to be able to get these bikes high enough up to be able to get the lean angle.
To lean, yeah.
Mind you, they only get 35 degrees of lean angle.
Really?
Now, me and you on our Harleys, on my old 33-year-old and you're 17, we've got the Calimoto app and it tells you your lean angle, and quite often I'm pushing 32 degrees on that old machine, and you too, I imagine, you know. But what's funny is the human body doesn't like, whatever sport it is, whatever you're doing, the human body doesn't like tipping over 20 degrees. So most riders think they're tipping their bike right in, but actually they're going 20 degrees.
Yeah.
Now this is why we can smoke some of those sports bikes riders, you know?
Yes, we do. Like, that's a bit of showing off, but
yeah, it was a Lincolnshire. So they had the big old bomber, the what do they call it?
What is a bomber?
The Lancaster bomber.
What is a bomber?
The bombers from the Second World War. The Lancaster bomber plane. And they had that
Los bombarderos. Yeah.
And they had that there.
The planes with that they were throwing the bombs.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Great big Rolls Royce engines, and they started them up, and it was quite a cool night. But on the way out, sat there in the queue getting out because there's quite a lot of people, and there was a group of maybe 10, 15 guys on their little sports bikes. You know, not little sports bikes, 1000cc sports bike, but burning out their tires and all that. And all respect to that. I mean, I used to be that guy, you know. But I was just sitting there on my old Harley, sat in the queue, waiting to come out. And we went towards Market Raisin from there, about 9 miles, something like that. And I beat every single one of them guys. And I was going past. I even took 2 of them as I was coming out of a corner. And this is all to do with that lean angle.
I would say anyway that there's lots of bikers. Probably it's been the myth of the Harley rider as well.
Yeah.
There's lots of bikers that they don't ride Harleys, that they underestimate us.
What a Harley can do. Yeah. But this is because
sorry for you guys.
no matter what people ride, they ride these sports bikes that are easily capable of a 60-degree lean angle, but they'll only lean it 20 degrees because that's what a human is comfortable doing scientifically. When your head goes past that, your brain needs to tell it you want to go more. But that's what's exciting about cornering for me. I don't know about you, but it is getting that extra lean when you're just in your flow and you're just
absolutely.
And you've ridden that bike to its absolute limits. This is exciting. This is the exciting bit for me. The real wrecking crew. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the real wrecking crew. So this year, Vance and Hines have teamed up with Indian, where they used to be in with Harley.
Because Vance and Hines has been always linked, no? Or under my understanding
with Harley.
With Harley.
Yeah, Vance and Hines had a Harley-Davidson
So is that the probably
team. Been a bit of shirkers on the Harley, so they've given up with a Harley and gone over to India. They call themselves the Wrecking Crew.
Okay, let me ask you something about the riders.
Yes.
Where did they come from? Is it the same way in Europe again and in America? I mean, in Europe, for example, we see riders like Bradley Smith, which is coming from MotoGP. But we also have Iannone. Iannone, the Italian one. A bit dodgy. Not the cleanest one. Doing things always in trouble. I mean, we have this kind of background from the European ones. No?
Yes.
What happened with the American? Where do they come? What
kind of brothers? You got Carl Wyman, Travis Wyman, and
do they come from flat track?
No track racing. So they rode like the sports bike, super sports. These riders have been racers, and then King of the Baggers was actually just a exhibition that they done for a bit of fun. Look at these, look at these old baggers going around the track.
Cowboys on motorbikes.
Exactly. And then everybody was massively impressed with them, and the internet erupted with millions of views watching these baggers go around the track on these exhibitions, millions compared to the hundreds on the other races. So the next year, that was back in 2020, and Tyler O'Hara won that, but Hayden Gillam was winning the race. Tyler O'Hara actually come off, and then he got back on his bike and managed to pit Hayden Gillam just before the end, going down through the corkscrew and picked.
So just for the people that doesn't know, Tyler O'Hara is from Indian,
So Indian ended up winning that first race, and then 2021, Harley-Davidson come. This was when it started properly then. So 21, Carl Wyman won with Harley-Davidson. 22, Tyler O'Hara won with Indian. 23, Hayden Gillam won with Harley-Davidson. 24, Troy Herforth won with Indian. 25, Carl Wyman won with Harley. So each year they come back. The team that loses tends to go away, improve a Mente Mocho,
and then the next year win.
So Indian have come out absolutely killing it this time, and Harley looked really quite shaky around them corners. I don't know what was going on with their suspension. They all run Olin suspension, both Harley and I'm going to backtrack
now that you say about the suspension a little bit. Do they have too much technology? Because
no, they have no tech as such. They're not allowed any rider aids. No ABS, no traction control. These are
so all the movements that we always see on the bikes is due because there is no electronics. So they have to just handle it with how they can with the body, with the throttle, and with your body.
And they've got a massive amount of power. Chassis that's made to handle this, whereas the Harley is running on a steel frame. The same as like what it was. 20 years ago, or even more. The same as my old 30-year-old bike. So it was probably a better still.
I like that.
But they do have a beefed up, like if you see these bikes, you see they're not quite what you have on the road. The back end is beefed up, the suspension, which it has to be really to be able to handle this power. But the chassis is the same chassis as what you would ride on the road. One of them bikes down there is
we are surrounded by all kind of Harleys, no? With all bits and bobs and different specifications. And I got two here that they have this Hollins suspension. With the gas bottle. What do you think about?
Well, the whole reason for that
is something different, but
Yeah, they do run the Olin suspension on these track Harleys. In fact, they run Olin's FGR 250 forks and TTX Olin's rear shocks. There you go. But yeah, the Olins, those extra little pods or
the gas bottles,
chambers, oil chambers. It's so you can have more volume of gas or oil, so it can keep it cooler. So because obviously at that speeds they're getting hot. So on the road, it's not so necessary really, but they do look pretty cool.
They look very cool. I agree with you.
But yeah, not so necessary on these road bikes. Although that one over there is a 121. Yeah, 121. So
I haven't seen a 121.
No, that's quite a beast of an engine, really. That is quite a beast.
Probably the biggest factory engine that I've seen from Harley.
Yeah,
I haven't seen another one.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest.
I've seen in the past Screaming Eagle 120.
Right,
they had it here.
Yeah,
in the bike.
But it's a beast to ride. I'd quite like to hop on and have a go, but I'm not sure the owner will like that so much. So back to King of the Baggers. So the King of the Baggers is the Indian versus Harley, and this season has been quite exciting on the last race at Laguna Seca, because Harley have actually made a comeback. The first race they've actually won this season. So Indian come out absolutely strong, and their suspension looked good. I'm not a big Indian fan, but you got to hand it to them. They put the work in over the winter. But the Harley-Davidson have now seemed to have dialed in, and they are just like a freight train. So you've got Carl Wyman and Bradley Smith in the Harley factory team. So that brings me to Bradley Smith, English guy. He's actually going to come back for the Bagger World Cup, which is the European racing, and he's going to do the Bagger World Cup.
He's like a guest,
a guest rider, I suppose. But
he's invited for Harley Davidson.
He's going to be riding for Joe Rascal Racing, which is Archie McDonald's team. Archie McDonald's a real good young rider.
You say that they are well paid, this in compared with other competitions? Do you know something about that?
No, I have no idea on the financials.
I've watched some documentaries about them, and the why they, some of them, I don't know who's one that's coming from a Harley dealer family. There's some of them that they are two brothers.
Team? The factory team.
The two brothers.
Carl Wyman and Travis Wyman.
Yeah,
Carl and Travis Wyman.
Travis. Yeah. They're coming from a Harley dealer family.
They're in the factory team. I did have a bunch of information about him, but the thing is that because you told me to slim it down a bit, I've lost the information on Carl Wyman.
Okay, make it brief. make it short. It's not true what I'm thinking, that they are like sport bikes with panniers.
No.
And some fairing.
No, they are based.
They are Harleys with steroids, with no electronics.
No electronics.
Suspension improved.
So the Indian Challenger.
Give me a second. I want to say to you all subscribers, to you all that they are watching that, that please press like and subscribe button.
Help us out.
All the YouTubers say that, and it will help.
It will
not at the moment, but it will help in the future. And I want also to say again that we are in Harley-Davidson Uppingham, here in England, in the Midlands.
In English, Harley-Davidson Uppingham.
Yeah. What did it say?
Well, you said it, but in a Spanish accent.
But it's Spanglish. Yeah, it's
Spanglish.
Sí. They kindly accept and say that we are welcome to come and record this podcast. So thank you from here to them.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. Very true.
So I can't say it in Spanish, but
so
it could be show off.
I'll just tell you a little bit of the difference. I've made some notes down here of the so the Indian Challenger is on a rigid class aluminium frame, versus the Harley-Davidson is on tubular steel frame, the same as what you get down in the showroom here on the road ride. Bracing a heavy 200 horsepower engine. Indian's liquid cool is a double overhead cam Power Plus V-twin, which is in their factory Indian Challenger bikes that you can go and buy. Harley's 45-degree Pushrod Milwaukee 8 engine, but the thing is, it's built to a capacity of 131 cubic inches, which is over 2 litres. Now, the Indian is slightly less than this, but I don't have the actual figures here for that. So really, the the Indian Challenger is a much more modern platform to be racing on. So the fact that Harley is able to kick their ass is just cool, you know. And the fact that
it gives more value, more merit.
I think so. And what I like is Harley-Davidson has always been a family-run business. You know, it's a family-run business. All right, they had their trouble and got bought out by AMF, but then Willie G.
They had few moments that it was
they had
uncertain. To say the least.
But you know, Indian on the other hand, they literally in the 50s they went square. There was no Indian after that, and Excelsior, which was the other brand, which Excelsior was really up there in them early days, you know, racing Harley, Indian and Excelsior.
Yeah.
But in the Great Depression in America, Excelsior didn't make it through. And Indian have never really been like a family lineage company. Like now, Harley-Davidson has still got a lot of their family members within the top ranks, and you still got Willie G out there. Yeah. And one of the quotes
I saw him in one of the races.
Yeah, one of the quotes he said, he was sat in the stands watching the bagger race, and he says, "This is where we're meant to be."
Because it's where everything started.
Yeah, this is where we're meant to be, and it is
back to the roots.
Yeah, really exciting, and that's what I love about Harley-Davidson. It's got a soul, whereas Indian is a corporate bought company.
And it is now. It was sold. So it was from Polaris, no?
Yes.
It was bought for Polaris. Polaris sold it to that equity company.
But both of them are just corporate companies. They don't, neither of them are a family company. There's no soul about it. Not like Harley.
You mean nowadays? I know. You mean about Indian?
Indian, yeah. So Indian from the 30s, there was no.
It was a motorbike brand.
Yes,
with a logo and selling some kind of heritage.
Yeah,
for a long time. Even that heritage is disappeared, is faded.
Yeah,
along the time.
And they call themselves a wrecking crew, but Harley-Davidson was the first wrecking crew back in the early days on those boards, you know. So the Harley-Davidson wrecking crew in the 1920s, Harley-Davidson was called the wrecking crew because they were absolutely just winning everything, you know, on the track, on the dirt. You had Otto Walker, Ray Weiser, Leslie Red, Perkhurst, and Shrimp Burns. They were the wrecking crew. The original wrecking crew.
They are the riders that we see on a black and white pictures.
Yes,
in all the magazines and in some dealers. Yeah,
and these back in those early days, Harley-Davidson was a wrecking crew. And do you know what's cool as well is why are they called Hogs? Do you know this?
Yeah, you don't. I didn't know until you told me.
Yeah.
No, you told me.
You tell me the story then.
No, because you will do it better.
I don't think so. Yeah. So back in these days,
it was something about riding with a pig.
Yeah,
when they were winning, riding with a pig in the handlebar.
Yeah, so back in these days, the wrecking crew, they had a pig as their brand mascot. Yeah. And when they won the race, they would put the pig on the tank and do a lap with the pig on the tank. So they got the nickname Hogs. And this is where...
And then it came the Harley owner group.
Well, yeah.
How do we match these
and
things?
This is a whole nother story, which I could go into, why that was.
Keep it for another podcast.
Yeah,
don't throw everything on one.
Yeah, we're going down another lane.
I mean, they do only European circuits?
Yes.
So or when MotoGP goes, because they do when they do MotoGP as well. So when the MotoGP goes to America or to any other continent, do the European baggers go there as well or not?
So the Bagger World Cup,
they follow the MotoGP.
The Bagger World Cup follows the MotoGP calendar. You can find all of the information on the races, the schedules, the fixings, the scores on the website.
Do you know why they don't replicate exactly like in America in Europe? Why there is no fight between Indian and Harley?
Yes.
It's more boring when it's only Harley.
Yes, yeah. So the reason for this, or the reason Harley have sponsored this whole
competition,
this whole class.
Yeah.
Harley have sponsored this whole class for this Bagger World Cup, and the idea is they sell or lease each of these companies the same platform.
Okay.
And it's kind of so that there's not a lot in it. It's going to be down to what them teams can do with them bikes. So I think for Harley, it's a case of how can we improve this bike more than what we can ourselves? Let's put it out to these race teams and see what they come up with. So they get the same bike. So they independent teams lease or buy the spec race glides for 175,000. They buy the package directly from Harley-Davidson Factory Racing in Milwaukee. It's got Screaming Eagle 131 V-twins, Pushrods again, 200 brake horsepower, 280 kilo weight limit, full Öhlins Brembo setup, and no traction control. So
That's good.
They're a proper.
It sounds good.
They're a proper machine, and it's quite exciting to see these baggers following the GP. But I do really hope that they start allowing some other teams.
Okay.
But the only trouble is they did try to do just a baggers like open thing.
Yeah.
But what you were getting is people on like Ducatis with the Ducati sports frame with a couple of plastic bags.
No, you need to be
sat on the side.
You need to be a ticking boxes
It's
of the
not-
requirements that you
yeah,
have, like
yeah.
be a between or things like that. You
It's
know,
got to be
or bikes that they are heavy
cruiser kind
over I
of-
don't know how many kilograms. Cause
Yeah.
they must be around. I
But
don't
say
know
you
about
had
pounds, but-
BMW, for
Yeah.
instance, they would absolutely nail.
Yeah, of course.
Harleys.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not
there'd
fair.
be no-
It's not a
yeah.
fair competition.
So it's
You have to be creasers against creasers.
exactly
Fighting creasers, fighting with creasers. No, creasers fighting with a sport bike.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Viva de la España, Viva de la España.
Viva España.
Ah, vale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's very talented, but a little bit risky.
he's very
sometimes.
risky, but that's how he wins sometimes.
That's how the
It's
Spanish are.
all or nothing. Like
Yeah,
my friend here,
Yeah.
Toro Loco.
Yeah,
Toro
all or
Loco, we
nothing.
call him. Crazy ball. So he takes many risks at times, but he rides like
As my wife
he rides
says,
like
you
a
have
pro.
to live the life dangerously.
Yeah. He rides like a pro. You only see a few sparks coming up off of his floorboards, but he does certainly pushes that bike to the limits. Is FLHX, isn't it? A
Yeah.
street glide. Yeah,
It's just 107. Imagine with the 1-to-1.
Yeah.
I'm digressing now, but you're ready now for the big trip, which I heard now that is your second honeymoon. Trip.
See, yeah. We're heading off to Germany.
You went to Alemania.
Alemania, Germany. We are.
How is your Dutch?
Do they not speak Spanish?
I don't think so. Well, the ones that they spend the summer, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
probably,
I only know Spanish and English, so
Okay,
only poco español. Maybe maybe they understand English. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I hope. So we're going to head off down to Germany. Me and my wife. We're going to go and ride lots of good roads, but I'm really looking forward to the B500. Now you've ridden the B500.
I'm not invited this time.
He was invited, but he can't make it. But we are going to be touring together down through Spain, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
This is going to be really exciting now in October. I've managed to figure out how to raise the funds by selling my wife's car that she's not really using at the moment.
We're managing to sell Maria's leg and an arm.
Yeah. Well, this was either the car or the kidney, so I'm going to go for the
Whatever you less.
yeah, exactly. So David was saying about a nice trip down through Spain in October, end of the season.
End of the season, yeah.
You know,
we need to always plan ride for the end of the season, because then it's
for
coming
sure.
a long, cold
A long winter.
Winter.
Yeah. I'm not so keen on the winter, but heading down. I'm looking forward to the B500. Now you've ridden the B500.
Yes,
what
I
can
did.
you tell me about this road?
Well, the road is kind of 60 miles probably,
Right?
because the nicest one is true that is the north one.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah, because it goes north, and then there's a section of
we
nothing,
did.
and then
So
south.
we just when we went there, we did like a headquarter in a hotel to do like loops, like what I call like a flower leaf.
Yeah.
So we were doing loops and back to the hotel, loop and back to the hotel. That way, we were there for 5 days. We didn't have to carry
In English,
all the
clover
luggage.
leaf.
Say again?
Clover leaf.
Clover leaves.
See.
Like, bueno, es como las hojas de una flor. So vamos haciendo
Sí, yeah,
hojas
yeah.
de flor.
Yeah. The floor. The floor? Flour.
No, flour, yeah.
Yeah.
Como las hojas.
But not the stuff you make bread with.
No, flour, no.
No. Okay.
So we did that as a headquarter, and then one of the days that we were going, we started doing it up,
Yeah.
and that was fantastic. The tarmac is like a circuit,
Like
Biscuit
a circuit,
circuit.
race circuit. Circuit.
Como un circuito. El
Sí.
asfalto es como un circuito. Lots of grip, wide roads, so you don't find the car coming in front of you like, sorry to say, but like here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah,
driver's
yeah.
coming on your lane,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
you cannot even lean. So no, that's fantastic. And we were surprised that we saw signs literally with the B, which is the European wave,
Oh,
or
yeah,
the way you wave in Europe.
Yeah.
Because you're riding in the right side, which is in the left.
Yeah.
You can then
Use your clutch hand.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we use this one, by the way, not the throttle one.
It's better than the old English nod, isn't it?
That shows you how that country not only is not hating bikers, it's inviting bikers to go there. Because it wasn't one, it was lots of signs constantly on that road, like
and they're all covered in stickers, I imagine.
Like what? Some of them
bike stickers
like
on.
waving you, and for me it's like saying to you, enjoy, this road is for bikers.
Yeah.
And it's like,
This
man, I didn't see that in any other country.
No.
So that was going up to north, from the middle to the north of the 500, ending in Baden-Baden.
Yeah.
And then we did a loop going down the other side, which is beautiful as well. We were riding there like, well, when I ended up that riding, I went on my knee and I said to her, thank you. I love you so much. Because the way I was riding there, that was insane. Then the day after we went south. It was a scenic, but it was much more traffic. The road was not just, it was twisty as well, but really open, wide swings.
Yeah.
Which, if you go fast, you enjoy it. But otherwise, you don't even lean there.
Yeah.
And much more traffic. Scenic as well, very nice. Different kind of scenario. It was more like low hills. The north is more like mountains.
Yes, nice.
So beautiful and very recommended. For
yeah,
you to
it's gonna be great. I can't wait.
There and then enjoy that.
So I'll be vlogging that on my channel, Bag of Black Motorcycles. You can find all of our stuff on Bag of Black Motorcycles on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. I want to build this content. Comment, send us what tell us what you want to see. We want to put out content that you want to watch. So we're going to be vlogging this trip as we go. We're going to be vlogging it. I'll be uploading videos each evening. So it's going to be real good. So, and then we're going to be off to Spain together in October. Which I'm really looking forward to now. Yeah. So this is going to be
you got to apply in October to do the Pyrenees. We're not going to do the Transpyrenaica. It's not side to side. We're going to do the nice part, which is the Catalonia, Pyrenees Catalanes, and Los Pyrenees Aragoneses. So these two provinces, these two part, and some French one.
So we're going to ride from the east of the Pyrenees to the west of the Pyrenees.
From the east to the west.
Sounds good. Yeah. Suena bien.
Yeah, we're going to do also the, I would say, the best roads in Catalonia. That they are not part of the Pyrenees, but they are still in Catalonia. Catalonia is very
slightly south of the Pyrenees.
It's very south. We've done in the skirt, the skirt of the Pyrenees, and then we'll go also to ride. Since we are there, we will be riding also along the Mediterranean.
Ah, very nice.
We'll do all the Costa Brava.
You showed me that road on the map. That looks really good.
Absolutely, very really twisty, very nice, very scenic as well.
You can see the sea on your right hand side.
You got the sea on your side and some hills and mountains on the other side.
Nice. August 7th to 9th, you can see Bradley Smith racing in Silverstone. If you can get down there, then get on down there and watch it. But if you can't, you can watch this in several places. So Bag of World Cup, you can watch the official full race on the live stream, highlights and podium reactions uploaded directly to the official Harley-Davidson Bag of World Cup YouTube channel at Bag of World Cup. You can watch it live stream every session live via the official MotoGP video pass or regional broadcast partners, KO Sports, TNT Sports, websites and socials. Head to motogp.com/en/bagger-World Cup for the full standings, calendar, team profiles and live timing.
Can we say that you will put all these links?
I will put all this in the link. I'll put on all this in the link of where you can view.
Because I don't think they're going to remember
all
this.
No. So, okay. So, You can watch King of the Baggers. The free options. You can watch the highlights. I think I better do this after these bikes are gone.
This is the 1-2-1.
This is that 1-2-1 that's just started up. Absolute mayhem.
Oh, that's gonna come some copyright now.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool bike.